I connect. I am part of the divine. I honor the divine within me. I cherish my spirit. I listen to the wisdom of the universe. I am connected with the wisdom of the universe. I connect. I am part of the divine. I honor the divine within me. I cherish my spirit. I listen to the wisdom of the universe. I am connected with the wisdom of the universe. I connect. I am part of the divine. I honor the divine within me. I cherish my spirit. I listen to the wisdom of the universe. I am connected with the wisdom of the universe. Welcome to the beautiful world of Uranus, ruler of Aquarius, who sits in our sign for 7 years. Uranus is the ruler of unpredictable changes, reformations, rebellious changes, eccentricity. Uranus is a Greek god whose wife is Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. Uranus influences a very large part of our lives. Uranus is the energy that allows us to think forward and move forward. Uranus causes drastic changes. The rise of most rebellions or liberations were done under the rulership or guidance of the energy of Uranus. Uranus shifts future changes. Uranus is the creator of new worlds. Uranus shapes revolutions. Uranus literally brings on dictators. Uranus rules over science and inventions. In our natal chart, Uranus makes us eccentric, strange, unique, wild, untamed, adventurous, sociable, and outgoing. Now, remember, Uranus rules over Aquarius, so this would make sense because Aquarius is a very outgoing personality type. Most revolutions, most reforms, most inventions are guided through the energy of Uranus. So as you can see, if you open your mind to history on Earth, you will find that Uranus has been a part of a lot of our historic experiences. For example, our scientists and their discoveries, our different countries and their revolutionary movements and changes. I would probably say the American history, probably President Lincoln was affected by the Uranus energy with the Emancipation Act, the Civil Rights Act with John F. Kennedy Jr., Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. All of those were affected probably by Uranus. Many of our wars that ended with changes of the world were affected by Uranus. Vietnam, Cuba, Germany. Uranus is a big changer. When Uranus comes around, global changes are made. Now, we're entering a period where I personally think we're going to experience chaos before the calm. In other words, we will experience the storm before the rainbow. We will be punished before we are rewarded coming into this 2020 era. Because in this new era that we're entering, everyone is calling it the age of Aquarius. Uranus rules Aquarius. We are going into the 7-year period of, I said Uranus. Oh yeah, Uranus, I'm sorry. We are going into the 7-year period of Uranus in Taurus. Uranus in Taurus represents change, but it's, I lost my word that I want to use, unwelcome change. I'll say that. Because Taurus, are known, quote unquote, for being the sign that does not take well to change. However, it's so ironic that Uranus can do most of its change in Taurus, because Taurus is the ruler of money and materialism and stability and security. We're heading into the age of Aquarius, which will coincide with the 7-year period of Uranus direct in Taurus. And the last time I did my research, guys, the last time Uranus was direct in Taurus was during the World War I, World War II period that brought on the revolutionary changes of the world. It changed the economic status of the world. It changed the political structure of the world. Uranus and Taurus with Aquarius nearby, real changes are experienced in our world. It's not as personal as we would want it to be. When we think of Aquarius, we think of that vibrant change, that rapid change. But when you combine the Uranus energy with Taurus, you get that slow, purposeful change. It's not stagnant, it's purposeful. Because if you do any research, you can Google or you can YouTube just history, what life was like prior to World War I and what life became after World War I and II. You will find that prior to the world wars, life was pretty controlled for the individual. Everyone was under whatever governmental control that they were under, including the Americas, because during that time, women had no rights in America. The African people in America had no rights. Like, there was control over the individual people of the different nations. When they called war, you enlisted and you went to war, and that was it. However, once Uranus passed through those 7 years, I will actually okay, so the last time Uranus was in Taurus was in 1934. That was after the financial crash of 1929. And Uranus stayed in Taurus until 1942, which was the period of World War I and the start of World War II. The Great Depression took place, and all of this took place to shake up and change reality as everyone knew it. For example, after the financial crash and the world wars, things changed. Women went to work. Women started receiving rights. Fast forward 20 years, and you have the African people of America receive their rights. So when Uranus comes to us in Taurus, with each ounce of freedom that Uranus offers, Taurus grounds Uranus and the Aquarian energy, so that the work that needs to be done gets done. Because think about it, you have an energy that is eccentric, unique, wild, untamed, adventurous, sociable, outgoing. Such an energy can be taken advantage of and utilized in a way that would be selfish. And you already have the negative sides of Uranus being erratic and unpredictable. So it would only make sense that Uranus can do its best work with the bull, with the secure, grounded bull. So this will be an interesting period. This is a period that I personally am excited for. I am watching it. This will be interesting because Uranus is bound to remain in Taurus until July 2026. So from now until July 2026, there will be changes occurring, radical changes, slow changes. And if you look at the periods of Uranus being in Taurus, it's been 76 years, guys, since Uranus has been in Taurus. So think about what has happened in the past 76 years. As I'm talking to you, I'm literally doing research. 76 years of history. In the past 76 years, I don't want to state what's untrue. So I'm researching it because I've not been alive for 76 years. We have World War I and II. We have The Great Escape. Oh yeah. The Nazi history. I'm sorry, I'm bad at history. But I just want to paint a clear picture for you so you can understand the changes that will occur will not be so much personal as it is global. It won't be it won't reach the personal, the individual, until probably 10 to 20 years after it has occurred, if that makes sense. You have the communism reach its end in the past 76 years. You have space travel occurred. Political changes have been made. Technological advances have, I mean, come on. I don't have to get into the details of the technology. It's been a lot of radical changes when you think about it, like from the civil rights to women's rights to the different quality of presidents that have taken the Oval Office. Like, it's been radical changes in the past 76 years. So if you look at modern time and you look at what's really going on now, you can kind of get an idea of where we're heading in the next 20 years. And remember, Uranus takes 7 years. 7 years to go through your sign. To make it make sense, think of starting a business. The first 3 years is your break even. The fourth year, you either close the business down or you experience your grand profit and push forward. That's pretty much how Uranus works. Like, you might not see or feel anything the first year or two, but that third year, boom, everything starts moving. Or that fifth or sixth year, boom, everything, all the changes start occurring. Now, the only thing we can hope for is with this 76 comeback of Uranus and Taurus, that the changes don't occur all at once. Because personally speaking, I don't think that our current generation can handle radical changes all at once. So we can only keep our fingers crossed and hope that, you know, the changes that come occur in a way that is conducive to the individual. Because From what I've seen and research, Uranus and Taurus is a global, it affects the world, which later trickles down to the individual. So we can only hope that the leaders of our world are making decisions that are beneficial to the individuals versus focusing on their own personal needs. I know this got real serious, but I just wanted to take that opportunity to speak not just on Uranus, but the upcoming events that Uranus will be presenting to us as we celebrate the welcoming of the magical year of 2020 that majority of us have been waiting on for such a long time. We also have to take into consideration that our world is changing, and it's changing as above so below. It's changing in the stars, and it's changing right under our feet. So sorry, I hope this wasn't too Debbie Downer, but that's Uranus, as exciting and fun as Uranus can be. Uranus is also a very serious planet. So as we head into Uranus and Taurus, keep your thoughts forward, keep your goals front line, and let's continue our voyage into Neptune.